Hey there, hi, it's me, Stacey Lee, and of course, Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to Mixed Format, and thank you for joining me. Today's mixed format is strength and flexibility. Now, when you combine those two movement disciplines, you'll find that you're surprisingly strong because you do all the strength training and then you make sure that your muscles and your joints are healthy and not painful the next day. That's the way to go. So I'm so glad you're here. What you'll need for today's class is your dumbbells, a set of dumbbells or more than one set, and you can place your dumbbells onto the seat of a chair or someplace that's easily accessible like a countertop or a table so that you don't need to bend over to pick them up. I'd also like you to have a small hand towel, and we'll be using the hand towel for a couple of the exercises. Now finally, if you have any concerns about your balance, make sure you know which wall you could go to for a little bit of extra contact. And we'll even be using our wall for one exercise. So just scout that out right now, decide which wall you're going to go to. You won't be there long. And if you're ready to get started, come meet me in your open space. You'll start with your feet hip distance apart, slightly bent in the knees. Inhale and stretch overhead. Exhale, reach down. So thumbs up, then back, thumbs up and down. Inhale, exhale, one more time, please. Inhale and exhale, roll your shoulders up and back. Ooh, that feels good. Like a gentle upper back massage for you. Hold the next one back and interlace your fingers. And now just open up your chest as you simultaneously draw your tailbone down. Relax your hands and shake them out. Your right hand to your hip, your left hand behind your head. Stretch over, and bump your hip over to the left side of the room. Feel your side body stretching. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open up. Now cross your arms and open. Cross and open. And as you open, start to turn your thumbs towards the back of the room. Now each time when you cross, see if you can bring the alternate arm on top. Let's have 4 more of these. And 3. And 2. Last one. Arms down, soften your knees, roll your hips. You could actually roll through your feet and ankles as you do this. And really take up space. And if you happen to find that you're feeling tight on one side or the other, you can hold there for a minute. And now reverse your circles. Okay, hands on your hips, come into the center and just squat down a few times, hinging forward at your hips. Spine long, abs engaged, smile on your face, sparkle in your eyes. One more time and hold. Hold it here. Draw your tailbone down towards the floor. Feel your lower back stretching. And then lengthen and just give a little shimmy twist. Come back to center and hinge your body up. All right. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warm on the inside. Let's get started. Pick up a set of dumbbells. And you might position yourself close to a wall for this one. Okay, you'll squat and then lift your right leg up. So you've got to balance just a little bit. If that doesn't feel great to you, you can place one dumbbell down and bring your fingertips to the wall. So you're using your glutes maximus, the big muscles in the back, and glutes medius and minimus on the side of your butt. So your outer thighs doing some work here. You can rest your dumbbells on your thighs. Let's have one more on this side. All right, let's do the other side. So squat and lift. So for our class today, you'll have 45 seconds practicing each exercise. And when we move down to the ground in a little bit, we've got a little core circuit, not a circus, a circuit for you so that you can practice your core exercises twice as nice. Okay, surprisingly strong. Let's do 2 more. Toes pointed towards me, please. Last one. Okay, this next stretch will require a little bit of your balance. So if you need to place your fingers on a wall, do it now. Okay, you can just go, just your fingertips. And you'll be standing on your left leg. Lift your right leg up and cross your ankle. Allow your knee to turn out. And then just hinge forward and your tailbone draws back behind you. And now you're stretching all those muscles that you just worked. Now you see that I'm wobbling a little bit, right? So if you're wobbling too, just know that's all part of the process. We all wobble sometimes. All right, hinge your body up, uncross your leg, shake it out, swish, swish. Let's do the other side. So if you need to bring your fingertips to a wall just to help you, that's fine. Otherwise, lift your foot, cross it, your knee is out. And then you hinge, whoop, hinge forward. Nice long exhales. We want to be sure that we never hold our breath during our stretches, right? I'm a little bit wobbly on this side today. So if you find that you're wobbly, just observe with no judgment at all. Okay, come on up. All right, that's our first set done. Now let's move on to more strength. No dumbbells for this one. I'm going to turn sideways, but you can continue facing me. Step your left leg back so that you're in a lunging position. And then you'll draw your knee up and back, up and back. Now as you watch me, you'll see that my right leg is still bent. So my quadriceps, my thigh muscles are working hard. That's the leg that's really doing the work right now. The back leg is just kind of a little bit of a distraction. Yep, it's the front leg doing all the work. I'm really starting to feel this now. 3, 2, step back. Yeah, let's do the other side. So, nice low lunge. Right leg is back this time. And now you're pumping and working your left leg. This is a strength building move, especially if you're in a nice low lunge. Do your best to keep your knee aligned over your front toe. So if you feel that your knee is wiggling back and forth, that's okay. Just be mindful of keeping it pointed forward the best you can. 2 more. Woo boy. Okay, come on up, turn towards me, turn back, and now with your left leg behind you, bend your knee, so we're returning to that lunge, but then drive your hips forward. Ooh. You'll really feel the stretch in your hip flexors. I really need this today. So you'll feel your hip flexor and your quadriceps stretching. And now we'll get a little bit of hamstring stretching. Shift your weight to the left leg and lengthen your right leg. Pull your toes towards your nose. Stretch your leg long. 4, 3, 2, and hinge up. Let's switch sides. Okay, so you're in your lunge position again. Bend down. Your hips drive forward. Ooh, if you could really feel that, say it out loud. Say, ooh, woo-hoo. Long, deep breaths. Smile on your face. Sparkle in your eyes. We need to recognize the difference between pain and suffering. Sometimes when we move into a new position, we're like, ooh, that's a little ouchy. But it's not really suffering. If it is suffering, you want to stop. Right? I hope so. It doesn't have to hurt to work. It shouldn't hurt to work. All right, come on up. Our next strength exercise is without dumbbells as well. It's a leg exercise. So turn your feet out, your left leg comes behind you, and your back heel will stay up. Oh, okay, got it? Knees turned out. So you'll squat and then sumo squat. Curtsy squat or diamond squat and sumo squat. Not everybody likes the term curtsy, but it's not really a curtsy because your shoulders are back, right? We're not bowing down. Bend and bend and bend. Oh boy, really feeling this in my right leg. Let's have 2 more. And hold your next one out. Boom, stand up. Right leg steps back. Diamond squat, knees turned out. And sumo. And sumo. So your back heel stays up, but your front heel should stay down. Boom. And boom. Oh boy. We've got 4. And smile. And 3. I am surprisingly strong today. 2 more. And reinforce your strength to yourself. Last one. Hold it here. Go down and up. Woohoo! You might need a wall for balance for this next exercise. Okay? It's up to you. All right. I'd like you to, let's see, I'll turn this way. You'll pick up your right foot and you can hold your heel. You could hold the fabric of your pants, or you could actually hold your foot. I'd like you to point your knee down to the floor and then drive your hips forward. So another chance to wobble. I snuck a little bit of balance work into this workout today, but it's just not our focus. 4, 3, 2. Gently relax your foot. We want to avoid that slingshot effect, right? You want to gently lower out. Let's pick up the other foot. Ready, set? Here we go. So maybe you're holding on to the heel of your shoe or the fabric of your pants, or maybe you're holding your foot like I am. Engage your seat. So press your hips forward. You'll feel your quadricep, the front of your thigh, stretching. And it will be really helpful for you to keep your eyes on one spot. Maybe I'm your spot. Okay. And very gently relax down. Let's go pick up our dumbbells. Move on to more strength work. I'm going to go for a heavier set right now. So 2 dumbbells, feet hip distance, and we're simply shoulder pressing. Yep. So I'd like you to keep your thumbs pointed back. Now, if your shoulders are just not feeling this exercise today, if you're not feeling surprisingly strong, you could switch arms, 1 arm at a time. You could always put your weights down or just lower your weights. But guess what? We only have 10 seconds left. You could do 10 seconds. I bet you can. 1 more repetition. Yes! Lower down, bicep curls, straight up. Okay, be sure that you're not swinging, but instead placing with intention. And if this feels good, you can change a little bit and rotate your forearms to your chest. So chest, then legs, then chest, then legs. Okay, 3 and 2. Last one. All right, take it down. Bring your weights back to the tabletop or the chair. Okay, I'll give you some options on this. We're simply rolling our shoulders back. If this feels good, here's another option. You could bring your hands to your shoulders. It's a little bit of a bigger stretch, and if that feels really good to you, then you can also sweep your arms up and back. This is dynamic flexibility to make sure that we keep, maintain, and maybe even enhance the range of motion in our shoulder joints. Okay, let's have 2 more of these. Okay, our next exercise, I need you to grab your towel, that little towel you brought into your space. Yep, and you'll simply hold the towel behind you. Start with your hands together and then slide your hands out, palms face away from your body, and then lift your arms up. So right away, I already feel this in my chest and my shoulders. I hope you do too. Okay, and now, just like the warm-up, you'll draw your tailbone down to the floor. So your lower back is lengthening as your chest opens up. You're cracking open your rib cage so your heart can grow 3 times larger, just like the Grinch. You remember that cartoon, The Grinch That Stole Christmas? It's not Christmas time, but we could still let our hearts grow a little bit bigger. Why not? 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, you can put your towel down. Please pick up your dumbbells. If you've got more than 1 set, go with the lighter set this time. Okay, bring your feet together so that your ankles are touching. One of my favorites, make a T, thumbs up, Y with your thumbs back, I, and then lower down. T, Y, I, core strong, glutes engaged. T, Y, I. T, Y, thumbs back, engage your core. 2 more. T, Y, I. Last one. 45 seconds goes fast when you're having fun. Maybe I should speak for myself. Lower all the way down, elbows up, tricep kickbacks. So bend your knees, keep your abdominals engaged and your neck long. Lift the corners of your mouth up, because when you smile to the world, you're also smiling to yourself, and every emotion that we create has a chemical consequence. Oh my goodness, does that sometimes happen? Do you sometimes lose words? It happens to all of us. A chemical consequence. One more time. I think we got some extras in there. All right. Walk over to your wall. Remember that? Walk over to your wall. You'll lift your right arm up, your right arm up, and you'll bring your body to the wall, elbow in line with your shoulder, and then walk away from your arm. Oh, you'll feel a tremendous stretch. Now don't push it to the point of pain, because we know what that consequence would be. See, I got my word right that time. We don't want to be painful. That's a bad chemical consequence, right? Instead, we want endorphins, serotonin, all the good stuff. We don't want cortisol and the stressful stuff. No, no. Okay, walk back to the wall and now switch arms. So bring your arm up in an L shape and now walk away. Only to the point where you could feel yourself stretching. And pardon me for turning my back to you, but this is such a good stretch, I didn't want to go without doing it today. Okay, keep holding on for 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Welcome back. Okay, I'd like you to pick up either 1 heavy dumbbell or 2 light dumbbells. Place the dumbbells in your left hand. Okay, and you'll do a little mini lunge, leaning on your front thigh, and then, so 1 arm, bent over row. Sculpting and strengthening, much more important, our upper back muscles every time you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhaling each time you lift. What's the chemical consequence to feeling strong? Feels good to me. Let's have 2 more. This is 2 and 1. Lower down. Turn front, switch hands, switch sides. When we feel strong and powerful, that increases our sense of confidence and willpower. We get a little boost of testosterone and a decrease of cortisol. So more power, less stress. Just a little boost. Let's have 3 more of these. And 2. And 1. All right, lower down. You can place your dumbbells back onto the chair. We're done with those now, so make sure they're secure. Come back and let's get a little stretch, and then we'll lower down to the ground. Open your arms wide. Thumbs up, please. And now wrap your arms around your body. Give yourself a big hug. A big hug. That's my alarm. A big hug. Good thing it didn't interrupt our big hug. Now open wide. And let's do the other side. So the other arm on top. Wrap around and big hug. Ooh, feels so good. By gently twisting, you'll feel a loosening through your torso. Just loosens up all the muscles and the fascia. Open up wide, inhale, exhale. All right, it's time to move down to the ground. So you can use the wall or a chair or a table nearby to assist you. Otherwise, one leg in front, one leg behind, front hand, front thigh. Lower yourself down. Take your time, there's no rush. Come to side saddle, and when you're ready, lay on your back. Now I'm going to just spin around. As soon as you get down to your mat or your carpet, fingers behind your head, and begin your abdominal crunches. So please exhale each time you lift up, your elbows back. The muscles in your face should be relaxed. You could even find a little sparkle behind your eyes because you get to work out today. It's not that you have to work out, you get to, lucky you. 3 more, lucky us. 2, and relax down. Bring your arms by your sides, reach towards your heels, and lift your hips up, lower just halfway down. Now, if your knees feel tender during this exercise, then walk your feet a little bit further away from your torso. You're coming down halfway and then really squeezing the muscles in your seat. Squeeze and relax, and squeeze and relax, because glutes are part of our core. Our core is basically our torso, right? Our shoulder girdle and our hip girdle, along with abdominals and our spine, that's all our core. So if we want to be surprisingly strong, our core's got to be really strong. Okay, relax your hips down, hands behind your head, please. And now one shoulder to the opposite knee. Now notice that I said shoulder, not elbow. Keep your elbows back and draw your knee to your shoulder. So across your body, just 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, last one. Relax your head down, rock your head from side to side, especially if you have any tension in your neck. Just very gently rock your head side to side, and let's start that series again. Hands behind your head, crunches, abdominal crunches. Each time you lift your shoulders up, draw your navel down to the ground. Maybe you'll repeat after me. You ready? I am surprisingly strong today. Surprise yourself. I am surprisingly strong. Wow, I'm so proud that I showed up today. Proud of myself? Yeah. I get to work out, and look at me doing it. Self-talk is great as long as that self-talk is positive, affirmative, supportive. Let's have 2 more of these. One more time. Lower your upper body down, hands by your side, arms long. Reach for your heels, lift, and just lower your hips down halfway. Lift all the way up and halfway. Check in with your knees. They should not hurt. Nope. Remember, if your knees are feeling tender, just scoot your feet away from you a little bit. And now each time you lift, squeeze your butt cheeks. Uh-oh, the music has slowed down. I'm a little bit behind as we train our behind. Get it? One more time. Okay, lower down. One quick set of bicycles. Now you can either practice like we did before, or a little bit more challenging, you're keeping your legs off the ground. Now, harder doesn't mean better. If this pains your lower back or you feel like you're having a hard time controlling it, then go back to our original exercise, which was perfect and very effective. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, bring your feet down, rock your head from side to side. Say, I did it. Chemical consequences, all good stuff. Endorphins, serotonin, feeling so good about ourselves. Please straighten your left leg. Draw your right knee to your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. So reach away with your left foot. Draw in with your right foot. And now look down the center of your body. So bring your chin towards your chest. You feel a little choking sensation, just a little bit. And what that does is lengthens your neck. Yeah. Now take your leg across your body, please. Pardon me, I'll be putting my back to you once again. Boom. Maybe your knee will touch the ground. Maybe not. And then bring your hand to your rib cage and let your elbows slide down and say, Ooh, I just felt a little spinal adjustment. Felt my vertebrae go, brrrr. That's how I know I really needed it. No pain, just release. Come on back. Place your right foot down. Draw your left leg to your chest. And then slide your right leg out long. Flex your heel. Flex your ankle. And push through your heel. Pull your toes towards your nose. And then squeeze your thigh into your chest. So in yoga, this is called the wind removing pose, because as you squeeze and compress your torso, it might release a few little air bubbles. So you might have a little toot. And just know that that's really healthy. So if you're tooting, just be glad that you're home. Yep, all by yourself in that room, just toot away. It's normal and healthy for you. Take your knee across your chest, especially if you do it during the wind removing pose. So I'm lowering my knee down to the ground. Maybe your knee will touch, maybe it won't, but I'm also laying on my side body. So if you need to lift your side body up a little bit, that's okay. Your hand to your rib cage, and then let gravity take over. Hey, congratulations. You showed up today. You should be really proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Every day, every time we log in another workout, every time we show up for ourselves, we've got to be proud. We've got to affirm ourselves. Say, self, I'm so proud of you. Yeah. So since we're halfway onto our sides, let's just continue rolling over. You could kind of side saddle your legs. Take a moment once you sit up. Now it's time for us to stand up. If you need to use a chair or a wall for assistance, please do. Otherwise, I'm just going to scoot onto my knees like this. Step 1 foot forward. Take your time, there's no rush. 2 hands to your thigh. I really like to fold my back foot. See if that works for you. And then stand up tall. If you're feeling lightheaded, just lean against your wall. Extra sense of security. Say to yourself, self, I'm so proud of you for showing up. You are surprisingly strong today. Self, you're a slightly different person than you were just 30 minutes ago, and you are moving in the right direction. As always, it was an honor and privilege to be your guide. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for smiling with me and maybe laughing at me. Until next time, stay happy and healthy.